One love to the humble. One love to the humble. One love to the humble. I hope y'all doing well out there today. Peace and love to all of the Humbleite family. I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for joining. Thank you for being a part of the Humbleite family. I really appreciate it. Today I'm going to talk about celebrity worship syndrome, idol worship, and how it is a cancer to the black community. Because that's exactly what it is. It's really a cancer to the black community. If you look at what we do, we hold these people in such high regards that it's really destroying the community as a whole. That's exactly what's happening. And not only do we idolize these people and hold them in such high regards, we also idolize stuff. We also worship stuff. We worship materialism a little bit too much. And those worships, all of those things that we worship would keep us in the place that we are right now, if you really, really look at it. It's a sad thing to see. It's a sad thing to see when those things are the things that you worship. Because what you worship is what you will become just like. It will become your God if that's what you worship. And that's what we worship. We worship these celebrities and we worship things. And neither one of those are going to help us. So what I'm going to start off with right now, I'm going to tell you about celebrity worship. Idolatry. That's what we do in our community when it comes to these celebrities. And those celebrities mislead us and put us in the wrong place in life. They're put there to misguide us, to keep us mentally occupied, to keep us going in the wrong direction. Well, somebody may say, well, all people have celebrities. They do. But no one seems to worship them the way we do. It's like an addiction. Our favorite celebrities, we defend them tooth and nail, and those celebrities don't even know we exist. We'll ruin our lives over celebrities. People will fight over celebrities. People will lose relationships with family members over celebrities. People will stop being your friend over celebrities because you don't agree with a celebrity, or because you said you gave your opinion about what you think about a celebrity. So they're ready to chop your head off because of what you said about a celebrity. And when you worship these celebrities, you become like these celebrities. You're willing to follow what these celebrities say. You're willing to believe their stories. That's what you're willing to do. And when the celebrity falls, you will fall right along with their celebrity. So you got to be careful on this celebrity worship thing. These people are just human like everybody else. They don't deserve any special treatment just because you like their song. You don't know these people and you don't know what they're really about. You have no clue. They can show you one thing on TV, and in real life they're nothing like what you see them being on TV. And you're ready to go to bat for them. You're ready to defend them at all costs. There has a song out by some of your favorite rappers, and the song could be talking about taking somebody's life. The song could be talking about drugs. The song could be talking about all types of things of that nature. The rain is coming down to cleanse the earth. That's what you hear right now, this rain. And I hope you can still hear me in this video while it's raining all at the same time. But we hang on to what these celebrities say. We hang on to their words. And they can lead us in the direction that they want us to go just by saying certain things. I remember back when I used to be going to the clubs, hanging out in the clubs. If a song came on of a celebrity that I worship, or a celebrity that I like a lot, I would take what they said and I would really want to act on it. That's what I would do. And a lot of people in the club was thinking the same thing I was. So like if one of my favorite groups back in the day was Little John and the East Side Boys. And also a rapper by the name of Pastor Troy from Atlanta, Georgia. And when their songs would come on the radio, when their songs would come on in the club, everybody hit the dance floor and we throwing elbows, we ready to fight. And if somebody push us, we start punching and fighting, and all kinds of chaos would break out. They would have to shut the club down because of that song. And if I didn't worship that song or worship that person, I would have never found myself in that situation. I would have never done it. If a song talking about cheating on your spouse and you idolize that person who's telling you that on that song, it's a good chance that you're going to end up listening to that song over and over again, and you're going to become like what that song say, because you think that your favorite person is living like that and it's all okay, and then you follow into their footsteps, and now you're doing the same thing in your relationship because you have this idol worship. If somebody came up to you and said that artist right there is garbage, you ready to fight back. You ready to defend that artist. That artist don't know that you're defending them. That artist is not going to come and give you a prize because you defended them. That artist knows nothing about what you did. That artist is doing a certain type of drug, and they put it in a song and told you to do that type of drug. And then you said, well, my favorite artist is doing that drug. It must not be that bad. And then you go out, and now you're doing the same drugs that they're doing. Destroying your life. And we do that a lot as black people. If the artist says, this is my favorite drink, because you worship that artist, because that artist is your God, you're going to go out and buy that drink because you think you're supporting your favorite artist. You think you're being like them. You're doing what they do. So you go out and do it. If your artist is telling you that they're going to ball out in the club, you don't have the type of money that they have, but you're going to go and ball out in the club too. You're going to go throw your dollars to the strippers like they doing, and you're going to be broke. But your favorite artist said it was okay, so I'm going to do it too. They showing you stacks of money, holding it up to their ears. So in turn, you hold the stacks of money, and you hold it up to your ears. And you want to show everybody what you got. They got security. They got somebody that's going to protect them. You have nothing. You're going to get robbed. You're going to possibly lose your life because you're living in this idol worship. And you should not worship no other man or no celebrity because they're not being honest with you. They're misleading you. They're misguiding you. And they don't care about your future. They don't care about your life. Because if they did, they would not be influencing you to do the things that they influence you to do. They'll be telling you to do otherwise. But they're not going to tell you to do otherwise. They're going to keep you going down the path you're going down, to the point where you're going to find yourself in prison, in the graveyard, or alone and broke, because you're trying to live a lifestyle that they said was the way to go. Because you worship them. And like they said, Beyonce got a beehive. If you see a Beyonce post, if you haven't done this, if you see a Beyonce picture or anything about Beyonce, go up there and say something critical about her. And watch how you get attacked. Watch how they come at you. She got them in a trance. They're all in a trance. Because they worship her. They worship the ground she walks on. Not realizing that ain't nothing good about what she's doing and how she's living. But that's what they want you to believe. They think you're not smart. That's why they can put somebody like Megan Thee Stallion on a presidential campaign, because they know that you worship that. And you're going to relate that to something special. So when it's time to vote, you're going to vote for Kamala Harris just because she brought out Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, she down with us. She understands us. She don't listen to Megan Thee Stallion. You do. You worship that. You worship Cardi B. You worship these people. You worship Jay-Z. You worship these male rappers. I don't know, there's so many young this, young that, little baby, all these people. I don't know them. I don't got nothing personally against them. But I know their messages ain't good. And see, I was in a fallen place when I was doing all of that. But I came out of the fallen place. And I had to come back up to the top and see what I was doing wrong. Where I can get a clear vision and see further out that I was on the wrong path. That stuff was just leading me to a life of destruction, a life of addiction to alcohol, a life of addiction to drugs, a life of just living cruddy and living at the lowest vibration possible. That's what that music does. It takes you down to your lower self, and everything you're acting upon is your lower self because you worship these people. You idolize them, but you don't idolize the people that's doing right in our community, because to them, to you, those people are considered sellouts. But they're the people we need to be idolizing and worship. If we're going to worship anything, it needs to be something good. But these people are not doing anything good. Everything they're telling you is bad. But it doesn't matter, does it? Do it. Because you love what they do. You can love the music and not idolize them. They got you thinking that you're supposed to go out and live this, what they call drip. Get all this drip. They got you thinking that you are less of because you're not dressed like them, because you worship them. They got you thinking that your shoes ain't good enough, that your pants ain't good enough, that your shirts ain't good enough, that you don't have enough gold and platinum on your neck, that your watch ain't good enough, that the car you drive ain't good enough because you worship them and they told you this is what living is. They show you pictures of them on vacation in other countries, flying on private jets. They're telling you that's the life because you worship them. Now you want to do it too. You ain't trying to work your way up and build your way up. You're trying to go find the easy, fast route, which is going to destroy your life. Celebrity worship is a cancer to the black community. We can't afford this. We can't afford it in our community. We've listened to these people for too long, and look where we are. At the bottom of everything of importance. We don't care though. We still gonna keep doing it because we're living for the moment. We don't think about those that's gonna come after us. Instead of deterring them, pushing them in another direction away from these people, we feed them right to them. We feed them right to these people. Over and over and over again. Generation after generation after generation, we keep up the same thing. We already don't own anything, but yet we are here spending money on things that's not important. Because our celebrity said we need to have this right here. We need to have this type of house. We need to have this much money. We need to be driving this type of car. We need to be flashy. We have to be flashy. Because if we ain't flashy, we ain't nobody. Why? Because our favorite celebrity said so. These celebrities have so much power and control over the average black person that they can tell them to do anything and they'll be ready to go do it. Because the idol worship is so strong. It's a syndrome that you're ready to go all out for these people. And they don't care anything about you. They don't know you exist. But that's what we do. We love our celebrity. We love these people. We worship them. We have replaced them. They are our gods. And money is our God also. So what do you think you're gonna get if those people are who you worship? If money is your God and those people are your God? Oh man, you trying to tell me I can't have no money, man? You trying to tell me I can't buy me no new car, man? You trying to tell me I can't live nice? No, I ain't say that. I'm saying get all that, but you shouldn't worship it. It shouldn't be like coming out of your heart like it's that important to you. The main thing you should have is something positive to look at. Something positive to worship. They should not be on the top of your list. Because these people do some cruel things that you're not aware of. But they paint a picture for you out in the public. But that ain't what they might be doing behind closed doors. I don't have no specifics on anyone. But I know some evil things going on. Because down here on this planet, the planet that I put in a way you can understand, down here where Satan rules, look around. You gonna tell me that that's not true? Look at the destruction. Look at what's going on in the community. Look at people's moral character. People's morals have dropped. In the black community, the morals have dropped to an all-time low. Our favorite celebrity say twerking is fine, so everybody's twerking. The male rappers telling the males hustling, going to prison, shooting is fine. So what are they doing? They doing it. They out here shooting, robbing, stealing, taking lives. But what they don't tell you about that worship is when you end up behind bars for life. For life, meaning never coming home. Watching 19, 20-year-old young men getting life sentences. 19 years old, life sentences. And most of them guys are going to live till they're about 80, 85. Some of them may go on to 90. 90? Think about how many years that is behind bars that you never going to walk the streets again because of these celebrities. They'll tell you one thing and you follow that. They tell you stay true to the hood because you worship them. Stay down in the hood because you worship them. The whole time they lived in a gated community. They living in a gated community across town. Why they got you staying loyal to the hood, staying down in the hood. But they send their kids to private schools. Your kids in the public school, facing all the hardships that public school students face in the inner cities. They kids in private school. But that ain't what they telling you. They tell you stay loyal to the hood, tell you how they down for the hood. They ain't been back. They ain't going back. If they do, they gonna send a representative. They ain't gonna be there. But they'll tell you that. They'll tell you to do all these drugs, pop these pills, do all this and do all that. Hell, the whole time they drinking water, eating clean, ain't touching negative, bad foods, eating healthy. Don't even drink. But that's what they tell. That's what they sell to you, and you worship them, so you follow it. That's your God. They're your gods, and you become just like what you worship. If they had a good message, the community would become a little bit better. But they don't have good messages. They have negative, destructive messages, which is why we are where we are. Part of the reason why we are what we are. This ain't got nothing to do with white people. And I'm sick of hearing about that. White people this. Be a man and take responsibility and accountability. Stop the idol worship. Stop the celebrity worship. They're not that important. They don't care. They tell you anything, they do anything. They are about making money. They are celebrity. Money is what they're after. And your soul. Because if they can get you to worship them, they're going to get paid for life. And I'm not trying to take money out nobody's pocket. But they're not serving you nothing but destruction. If I owned a restaurant and you came to my restaurant and all I served you was garbage, you wouldn't eat it. You wouldn't eat it if I served it to you and it looked like garbage. You would not eat it. But they serve you garbage and you eat it up. You don't care. Because my favorite celebrity said it's okay. It's got to stop. We got to start getting back to our own thoughts and living for ourselves and not for a celebrity. If you like a person, cool. But don't like them to the point where they lead you down a path of destruction and you ruin your life because of them. People go out to do crime, they putting on these people's songs, getting themselves hyped. That's their God. Because people think about it, people play football, play any type of sport like contact. To get themselves hyped up, they put on a violent song to go out in the field and so they can be ready. That's the same concept with going out doing the negativity that people do. They playing that same type of music to get them ready, get them in the mood, get them ready to hurt. And that's because that's who they idol. That's their idol. That's who they worship. And I keep saying this over and over again because I want to be clear. We got to stop. the celebrity worship. That's all I see. People defending these people and worshiping these people. I seen the one where Chris Brown, people was paying him $1,000 to take a picture with him. $1,000? He charged the people $1,000 and they paying it to take pictures with him? And you telling me that's idol worship? These people, they ain't rich, but they saving up $1,000, not paying their rent, not getting their food, not doing nothing of the utilities, missing bills to do this. How do I know this? Because the average person don't even have $1,000 saved up in their bank account. That's the truth. Most people don't even have $1,000 saved up, but they save it up to go do this because they worship that person. If he told them to come out there and he could tell them to do anything, and they'll do it, no matter how degrading it is, because it's him, because they worship him. And any regular person tried that, it wouldn't work because they don't worship that regular person. But that's their God. He's their God. And they're willing to do anything he say to get close to him. You wouldn't do that if you didn't worship. Find you something else to worship. And I would say you should worship God, not other gods that you put in place. Money is a tool. It's not a God. These people are just people. They're not your gods. They're leading you down a road of destruction. Go look for yourself. If you haven't been paying attention, go start paying attention. You'll see it. It's happening every day, all day. And if you ain't gonna do anything about it in your life, you can't change another's, but you can definitely share the information. And hopefully they can see it and change their life and realize I am doing that. This is why I keep getting in this situation. Because music soothes the soul of the savage beast. And most of the celebrities that we like are musicians or artists or some of that nature. And they're giving us messages and guiding us in the wrong direction. Celebrity worship syndrome. Everybody has it, right? No. I don't think anybody has it as bad as the black community. We'll skip bills to go to concerts. We'll put priorities to the side to go to concerts. To buy the latest whatever that this artist said we should have. That is, by definition, celebrity worship. And look how many people have lost their lives. Look how many people have lost everything behind that. You say, it ain't nobody. Well, I don't know nobody who's doing it. It's more than you can ever believe. It's happening. Only thing I'm going to tell you is, stop the celebrity worship. They're no good for you. If you like the music, you like it. But stop following it and living it as if it's real. They're creating a story for you. And if you follow that story, you're going to end up in a bad position in life. That's what's going to happen to you. That's why this gangster rap was introduced. And ever since it's been introduced, if you look, the same as the more popular it's gotten, the prison rate has risen right with it. The most black males going to prison has risen right along with the popularization of gangster rap music. Do with it as you please, but I'm telling you, it's a problem. And if you keep listening to it and believing it, it's going to lead you to down a road of destruction. If you ain't already been down there. Y'all take care.